Guys, you know what time it is. The Scary, Strange, and Paranormal podcast has returned again this Halloween 2025 season. Hope you guys are enjoying the new season. I've been hearing great feedback. These are some of the best episodes this year. We have a big finale for this season on Halloween Day. A dress up, memories, scary episode along with a separate Campfire Stories episode. That was the double treat for you guys. All right? Let's get right into this episode. Wendigos. Wendigos caught on camera. Um Let me tell you something. I talk a lot about Wendigos on here. You know I'm a big fan of Until Dawn, the game. I got my cousin into Wendigos. He got him into Wendigos, Bigfoot, which we're going to talk about, and the Rake, which is similar to Wendigo, and Mothman. Mothman was a big one. I got stories. I told you my friend told the story one day going down the Jersey Shore. Hey Ma, he was fluttering, right Ma? He was fluttering. He seen the Mothman come down on a car, middle of the highway, middle of the parkway. This is about Wendigo. There have been people calling me to their house with my investigation team just to cover Wendigos. And you know, Wendigos are very spooky cryptids. Um, they are cryptids that are unlike any other. You know, a lot of times they're known to come out in the winter, in the snow. They're very Native American, similar to a skinwalker. They used to call my area here Skinwalker Ranch. Let me tell you, it earned its name, that's for sure. But this is Wendigo. What happens is a lot of times they started off um, wild in the woods. They became almost like a feral human. And they became cannibals. And they became so wild that they turned into Wendigos. They're very evil. They're very destructive. They want to hurt people. They want to eat people. And they also want to infect you and turn you into the Wendigos. Ask Bette Midler. She knows all about it. And Rosie O'Donnell. But the Wendigos are very amazing creatures. So my friend called me, a cousin called me, an uncle called me, and an ex-lover called me. And, you know, she's like, oh, Sean, get over here. I'm like, wow. She goes, no, I want you to investigate the Wendigos. Well, she had one. Either that or somebody escaped from the mental institute. But it was weird because it was hunched over, it was crawling, and it ran. And it was very skinny. Very skinny. We set up some cameras. We set up some deer hunting cameras. They seem to work the best. And we did get some strange, blurry shots. But I'll tell you, you know what? Unedited, very weird. I've shared them before. I've shared them on somebody's radio show. And nobody can give me an answer. They said, oh, it's a sick wolf. It's a sick fox. It's a coyote that's got mange. It's kind of like what they say about chupacabra. El chupacabra. That's chupacabra. The goat sucker. I've covered him on here. We've actually literally caught one in Florida. My wife, to this day, says she's seen him. One of my best friends, to this day, said she's seen him. But the Wendigo is a very crazy animal. Cryptid, I guess you would call it. It's right up there with the Jersey Devil, which I think they get them mixed and confused over in the Pine Barrens, because I did an investigation for somebody that worked for the state, and we seen the Wendigo. And he said, "Oh, no, it's the world famous Jersey Devil." I said, "Nah. What I just seen is a Wendigo. They're very different." Guys, I want to talk about the evil New Jersey mines. Now, this kind of works with the last episode I was talking about. Nature Boy. He was a man that walked around nude. Um, Kind of like Kelsey Grammer. But this is in the same kind of area. Like Nature Boy probably was in these mines. But the evil mines of New Jersey. There's a lot of memorabilia from the war. My uncle that passed away, my dad's older brother, he had diabetes real bad. He was walking there. I heard the story a million times. And a guy with a musket walked right past him. My uncle had a German Shepherd, and the German Shepherd was showing its teeth. The soldier walked right into a cemetery and disappeared. All near these mines. There are ways to get into them. My father said he hung out in there when he was a kid. It's very hard to get out of them. But, but, yeah. They are deep in the ground. A lot of them are locked so that kids can't get hurt or, play in them. There's cannonballs. There's old pieces of wagons. I'm talking old. I'm talking old. And these mines, some of them do have openings, and I've been in them. And they are very, very no air. You have to come out to take a breath. Bats are in them, rats. And we did see bones, but we don't know bones of what. I just took myself live on air. See that? Oh my god, that was spook. Got a lot of spook around here. And it's crazy. It's really crazy. Because these mines have never really been shut down. A lot of them have. I have to admit, people have told me they went up there recently, and a lot of them are condemned. But many of them are not. You could go in these mines and you could get lost. And some of them are very deep, and some of them you can end up in another town. Bring a lot of flashlights. Very creepy and very scary, but well known in our local area. Monkey Man on the loose with also Monkey Boy. That's why I put it in my notes. Because I've talked about Monkey Man. I've talked about the Hoboken Monkey Man. We've seen him. It's been well reported, but now there's Monkey Boy with him. So there's Monkey Man and there's Monkey Boy. You know what I'm thinking right now? I'm thinking, what happened if Nature Boy ever ran into Monkey Boy? Because Nature Boy would be outnumbered because Monkey Boy would most likely be with Monkey Man. Both from New Jersey. Now you know why we're all crazy. In Italian, they call us Ubats. Well, that's me. My own. I'll tell you one thing. I would not mess with Monkey Boy or Monkey Man because they have the strength of an ape. Now, Nature Boy is just a person. He's not really a cryptid, but Monkey Boy and Monkey Man is a cryptid. A Wendigo, Jersey Devil, Mothman, Darkside Phil. These are cryptids. And they're very creepy. They're very scary. And Monkey Boy and Monkey Man have been seen. And it's scary. It's really scary. And I just want to let you know that because a lot of people say to me through the years, oh, they're gone. You know, they're not around anymore. Not true. I'm getting calls on stuff like this every day that this stuff is still active. As long as you have people reporting or my personal experience, then it's still happening. Bigfoot, one of the biggest in the world, not just New Jersey. In New Jersey, they call him the Red Eye, Swamp Ape, um, Kelly Ripa. They have different names for Bigfoot around here, but he's all over. Uh, um, Yeti. Um, what's that other name? There's another one. Snow Snow Monster. A lot. There's a lot of names. Sasquatch. All I can tell you is this: I went to the fair this year because I had to have a lot of important meetings with governors, and I do a lot of political stuff, and senators and statesmen. And we hung out with Jack Chittarelli. I'm enjoying the fair. I'm checking out all the animals. I got my Pokemon card guy. I spent around, I think this year I spent $9,000 from his Pokemon card station. Um, got some jewelry. This, that, the other thing. I get to this one booth, and this guy says, "Oh, I'm new here at the fair." I says, "Oh, nice to meet you." He goes, "Want to see what I'm all about?" I said, "Absolutely." He says, "Don't look. Keep your eyes closed." I said, "Okay." He sat me down. He says, "What kind of vendor do you think I am?" I said, "I gotta be honest, bud. I don't know. Do you sell books? Do you sell shirts, t-shirts, music shirts? Do you do logos? Are you a graphic designer? Are you a photographer? Um, do you install solar panels? Do you fix windows? What do you do?" He says, "I hunt Bigfoot." Okay? This is real. I got his business card. Let me tell you something. He's getting a lot of work. I hope he is. God bless him. Hey, listen. The guy's got a lot of gall to go around in the woods alone and look for this cryptid beast. He says there's many sightings in our area in New Jersey, all the way from, he covers New Jersey, he covers parts of New York, Delaware, and PA. So I said, "Wow." I said, "Well, how many people work for you?" He said, "Just me." He says, "It's hard for me to keep workers because it gets kind of boring during the day." It ain't every day that you see the cryptid beast. But he says he's here. He's got t-shirts. He's got hats. He's got magnets, keychains. He'll call you. I think his prices start at $400. He'll come to your house and he'll look. He knows how to interact with them. And, you know, I said to him, I said, "You listen, I'll tell you what, I have a paranormal show, but I have a lot of shows. Why don't you come on? I'll expose, I'll promote you. I'll spread the word. I'll show your websites. Well, maybe we'll start a Twitter or Facebook for you. I could manage you. Let's go do a nice little interview and tell me what you're all about, but tell me what you've seen so far doing your job. Since you started this profession, tell me about it. What evidence do you have?" He had two Bigfoot fossils that were in his tent. Let's talk about that. Where exactly was this at? What information do you know? Bigfoot, local Bigfoot business. Starts at $400. They are gonna have a Black Friday deal, $389. Not much off. I guess he figures, listen, when I get a job, it's gonna be a big one. Get it? It's gonna be big. Bigfoot. I'm gonna get him on here, whether this show or another show. But I'm going to get him on and we're going to talk to him and we're going to learn about Bigfoot. He says, I know things that people will never know in their lifetime. And when I saw him answer his phone, he had the phone hooked up at the fair. He was getting calls and he goes like this. He goes, Bigfoot professionals, number one. I guess they don't got much competition. I would like to, you know what? I think that's what I'm going to do next year. I'm going to start really focusing on this business of his. I'm going to tell him, I'm going to say, I tell you what, I'll make a deal with you. I'll promote you. I'll help sell your stuff. I just want to go on a hunt with you and video it and narrate and talk. You know, he knows a lot about wood knocking on the trees. He knows about certain smells that you have to look out for. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I guess it's like a swampy bear smell. Oh no, he says, that's Bigfoot. You know what I mean? Like a Renee Zellweger kind of smell. It's weird. But he knows all about it. And he's trying to explain this to me in detail. I said, I'm going to join you one day. I'm going to do the photography. I'll bring the cameras. I got the best stuff. We'll get recorders, audio recorders. We'll set up a camera. We'll set up base, a camp. He's like, whoa. I think that's what we're going to do. Hey, listen, how many towns have a local dedicated Bigfoot business? I think it's awesome. You know, we didn't know if we were going to get a Taco Bell here or a Burger King. No, we're getting Bigfoot. Bigfoot research, Bigfoot professional. This guy ain't no joke. Guys, the scary, strange, and paranormal, we're having such a great season. I hope you join me for Halloween Day. We're going to do dress-up costumes. We're going to interview people. We're going to have campfire stories. We're going to talk about memories growing up, what I did for Halloween, some of my past costumes. It's going to be awesome. It really is. I think we're going to have fun, and I hope you join me for it. Take care, guys. Until the next Scary, Strange, and Paranormal podcast, I'll be seeing you. And look out for Bigfoot.